trying to soft DNF Paradise Slump. It's getting to the point where I find myself speed reading sections of it because it's very repetitive and I'm just honestly not interested, nonsensical, and obnoxious to me. Maybe it's just my state of mind because I have been fighting off a little bit of a slump. Now's not the time. Maybe not ever, but definitely not now. I'm gonna go look right now and just see what appeals, you know? Okay.
Of slipping into that world, magic on the page. I'm curious to see what all the hype is about. It gets a little spicy, you know what I'm saying? Excuse my disheveled look. It's Sunday. I've been doing classwork and just being a bum overall, but I wanted to quickly get on here and tell you that I am absolutely loving The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. It is exactly what I needed. It is hilarious. It is so funny. The main characters are fantastic. Their banter is so snarky and freaking just perfect. This is everything that I was hoping it would be. It's an easy to read. I connect with the characters. It takes place mainly on a tropical island. It's just everything I needed to help get me out of my slump. I just wanted to talk about slumps in general as well. But I'm just curious what you do when you find yourself in a reading slump. Do you have a technique or a particular book that you return to that pulls you out of your slump and gets you back into your reading routines? For me, I find that it is either rereading one of my favorite books that I know and love, and I know that it's a world that I enjoy being in, or it's reading easy to read romance books. And I generally am not a huge romance reader, so it's kind of sounds unusual, I suppose. But there's something about and I'm talking adult romance, so it's not a lot of the younger tropes and things like that, but they generally are lighthearted and funny. The characters are well developed and relatable, and just something about the ease of slipping into that world, not having to use a lot of brain power and just finding that comfort. I feel it works for me for whatever reason. And this is my second Christina Lauren book. I'm only like 115 pages in. But as of right now, I venture to say that this is going to be another 5-star book for me. The last Christina Lauren book that I read, Love in Other Words, was absolutely a 5-star read, hands down. And so I am over the moon excited to actually be enjoying reading and finding that urge to read, that desire to sit down and read. And even though my time is still being split between schoolwork and things like that, I'm finding that, oh man, I'd rather be reading right now. Which I think I was missing for a few weeks there. And I hate that. I do. I really hate that. So I don't know. I'm just curious what your technique is or what you do to pull yourself out of a reading slump. Because I feel like every reader goes through those periods where everything we pick up just isn't working, or we lose that desire to read altogether because maybe just, like I said, fatigue. Yeah. That's what's happening. That's what this vlog is going to be about. Reading slumps and the books that, pull me out of it. What I'm doing to get me out of this damn slump. So far, so good. Success. We have success. I will keep you posted as I make progress in this book. As you will see, I also have lined up a Abby Jimenez book and a Ashley Poston book, I think. Was it Ashley Poston? I don't know. I have quite a few set aside that I think they're going to really check the same boxes for me. I mean, they may be not 5 stars like The Paradise Problem, but they're going to be that lighthearted, easy to read, fun, dive in, get stuck. romance. That's it for now. Just wanted to check in. I'll talk to you soon. Guys, I love this book. I think that I have found my new favorite authors because, as you know, this Christina Lauren is two women who are best friends and they co-author books together under the pen name Christina Lauren. I guess it's considered a pen name. And they have many books, and this is my second one. And I absolutely adore it. I'm honestly scared that this book is going to give me a book hangover when I'm done, and that no other romance is going to be able to live up to the expectations that I have now formed after reading this. I mean, the things that these authors do, I think they literally wield these characters like wands to create this magic on the page. I'm not even kidding. Let me just say that the main characters, Anna and Liam, I adore them. I adore them both. And I really enjoy that. I enjoy when the author can make the female main character and the male main character likable. I'm not talking about being perfect and unflawed. They are definitely flawed. They both have their things about them that are not perfect. But overall, good people, they are relatable, and you genuinely want them to be together. It's an adult book, which is what I look for. You know, the characters are in their 20s or 30s, and they are real people. While there may be like romance tropes to be found in these stories, they are executed in such a way that it doesn't feel cheesy or young and very angsty. I mean, there's still some angst. I mean, that is kind of the point of romance, but it's not so overdone, so ridiculous, I guess, as you may find in the younger romance books like YA and whatnot. And not only that, but the setting, it is a tropical paradise, and the setting is described in such a fantastic way. You really just feel, set into the story and the setting, and you just find yourself cheering on these characters. The pacing has been perfect. I have no complaints. The prose is so easy to read, so digestible, but also very, it's polished. It's not elementary or on the nose even, but still commanding of the reader. The way that they write the interactions between these two characters, it grabs your attention. Like, you actually can feel and visualize everything that they are doing and they're saying and their actions. I just really, really love her writing. Their writing, not her. So I'm going to finish this today, and I just wanted to give a quick update because I have an idea of where the ending's going, and I think that I'm going to love it. But I think this is a good opportunity because this just goes to show that how important an ending is to a person's overall rating of a book, because as of right now, this is a 5-star read, 100%. So I'm curious to see what is actually going to happen in the ending and how that will affect my rating, my overall feeling of the book, because I know in my mind how I really want it to end and what I feel the correct ending is in this situation. So we'll see. We will see what happens, but I have high hopes. So I will be back with my final review of this book probably tomorrow. But then I'm, sitting here staring at the two options that I had pulled out, and that is The People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry, mainly because this is Emily Henry, and I know that she is a very popular romance author right now, and I have yet to read one of her books. So I'm curious to see what all the hype is about. and to see how this one works for me. Although I do think that one of her other books is actually a little bit better rated than this one. Is it Funny Place or Happy Place? One of those. I don't know. I think that it sounds very similar to Paradise Problem and that it's a vacation and there's a love story. So I'm hoping that this really works for me. I feel like there's a sharp possibility of a book hangover from Paradise Problem, you know, where you just read a book that's so good that everything you read after just pales in comparison. That's what I'm worried about. So then I also have Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, which is also another romance author that I have yet to read from, who is very popular, and I've heard that this book is actually very good. I don't know much about it. Let me just take a quick little peek. It's something to do with her brother and his doctor, or a doctor. I don't know. It sounds pretty good. Definitely sounds adult, and I'm basically just going on her reputation. She has a pretty steadfast following, and yeah, I'm just excited to see what the hype's all about, you know? And since I'm on that romance train, I figured one of these two would probably be the way to go. That's my update. I hope you guys are enjoying what you're reading and that you're reading a great summery book and that you're out doing all the summer things and not dying in the heat. Okay? I'll talk to you soon. Bye. I just finished it. I think the ending was pretty much what I hoped it would be, although it did get a tad cheesy at the end, but just a little, and not enough to ruin my overall enjoyment of this wonderful, lovely book. It was such a good time. It's such a great summer read. The vibes are everything I wanted them to be. It really pulled me in. It really compelled me to read, and I read this book in 2.5 days. My reading of romance is a great way to pull me out of a reading slump because it's so overall like enjoyable and fun if you find the right one. It's pretty easy, I think, as a reader. You know what kind of romance you like if you like romance. You know, if you like YA romance or romantasy or adult romance or spicy romance or sweet, heartfelt romance. I find that I am somewhere in the section of adult, sweet, with a little bit of spice romance, and that is exactly what this was. There was definitely some spice at the end, not, I wouldn't say like a huge amount, but a handful of scenes in which, you know, it gets a little spicy, you know what I'm saying? I enjoy that. I think it's part of the fun. I enjoy how these authors write the spice. I think that it's very realistic and not over the top. It's not like you're watching a porno or anything crazy like that. I highly recommend The Paradise Problem if you are looking for a fun summery romance. Definitely a great option. Not sure exactly what I'm going to pick up next. I'm still debating between the two I mentioned earlier. They're sitting in front of me, and I'm not ready to read anything just yet. As soon as I figure it out, I will let you know. That's it. Just wanted to tell you that I finished The Paradise Problem. Solid 5 stars. Highly recommend. Fantastic. Yes. Yes, 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 and more. Yes.